So perfect.
Well, I just did that.
Okay, great.
And then are you planning to post this afterwards?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay, perfect. All right, what do we got? Are we there? Let's go
Okay,
ahead and get
minute.
started. And I'll kind of field questions on my end and, interact with you and stuff like that. And hope
Okay.
my dogs don't bark.
I know, I'm thinking the same thing.
But again, it's casual. It's fine. It's all good.
Okay, sounds good. Yep. Okay, so it looks like Natalie has joined. Travis should be joining here soon. I'll be doing the presentation portion and then they're going to pop in for the question and answer. So
Great. Yay. So happy.
I know. Good. I'm excited.
All right. So whenever you're ready.
Okay, and then also Penny for the chat piece.
Mhm.
Natalie should be able to respond. Travis hopefully can respond on the chat as well if
Okay.
they need to while we're talking. And then Natalie, hey.
Hi.
Awesome. And then, so Natalie, do you want to keep your eye on the chat? Are you able to?
Yeah,
Okay.
happy to
And
take that on. And Travis he'll join from his office. He's just finishing something up.
Okay. So when we first go in, I'll just introduce you and then I'll just let you take it away.
okay, sounds great.
All right.
Okay, I think we're ready.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let's just open.
Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see. Let's wait for some people to show up here. Please excuse my dog barking. All right. Lots of familiar names. Hi, Dina and Anik and Doreen. All right. I'm really, really excited to have you all here today, and I'm very excited to introduce you to some of the folks from JobTread here today. We have Anna Hunter, we have Natalie, and we have Travis from JobTread. Eric may even pop in. In this presentation, Anna is going to share with you the new JobTread Accounting Partners program that just launched last week, which I'm super excited about. And you will even see some videos from yours truly in some of the certification. So it was awesome for JobTread to agree to come and do this presentation for us. I really appreciate it, Anna. I'm going to go ahead and let you take it away with your presentation, and then afterwards we will have a Q&A. If you want to post your questions in the chat, that's cool too. But after Anna does a little presentation, we'll do a Q&A too. Anyway, take it away, Anna.
Thank you so much, Penny. It has been such a pleasure for us at JobTread to be working with Penny over this. Gosh, it's been what, like about a year that we've been working together,
Yeah, I think so.
and plus or minus. And it has just been so fun. And the best part about it is that we can work with an amazing accountant like Penny to really learn on our end and to perfect, everything that we need to support accountants, especially in the construction field. So thank you, Penny, for being such a great partner for us. So it was also people like Penny who really helped us realize that there is a market for accounting partners, and we wanted to make sure that we could provide for you all. So I am here, as well as you'll also see a few other faces on the screen. Natalie Valdez, she handles our digital marketing. And then we also have Travis Lee. He is our director of customer success here at JobTread. And we are full team behind you to support you. It's not just the three of us, but we have several of our team players here to make sure that you're successful as an accountant that is supporting JobTread users. So we are also very excited to see that there's so much interest in this. So we'll get rolling with kind of talking through what this program looks like. And then, like Penny said, we'll go into a Q&A, and we are all here to answer any questions that you have. All right, feel free to add those questions to the meeting chat as we go too, because that'll help us kind of tee them up for when we answer them. All right, so first things first, what is this accounting partner program? We built this so that you all could make sure that you feel very well prepared to support any of the contractors who are using JobTread, especially with the JobTread and QuickBooks integration. We've heavily focused on making sure that's very seamless. And so we've built this program to really not only equip you, but also get you in front of our JobTread users. We hear lots of our JobTread users are looking for accountants and bookkeepers to help them. And so hearing that demand, we struggled to really recommend many people. And so we want to make sure that we have a place for you all to then post about who you are so our customers can reach out to you directly. All right. Okay, so here we go. The first step to becoming an accounting partner with JobTread is to apply. So there is a website, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But when you apply, you're going to then end up joining our partner directory. So that's one of the main benefits, so that our customers can find you. It will also help you streamline your account management because we built in this really cool tool in the system called Connected Organization. So you can then go into your contractors' organizations from your own JobTread account and manage them. We also will help you increase your credibility by making sure that you are trained and certified as a JobTread bookkeeper. And then also you can earn commissions by referring people to JobTread. So when you're applying to become a partner, you're going to end up going to our main JobTread website. And right here on the JobTread website, you will hover over who we serve. And then you'll see that we have an accountants page here. So we'll click on that. And now on this page, you can read all about our accounting program. And then here's a nice video by Penny. And then you'll see that there is the option to apply to become a JobTread accounting partner. And so you can click this link here, and then you'll fill out this information, apply to become a partner, and then that will kind of launch you, I guess, into the program. And that'll start your first steps. Once you apply to become an accounting partner, then you will get to be set up on your own JobTread organization. Now, this does cost a bit of money because we want to make sure that you have access to all these great tools. So you get your first 2 months free, and that really allows you to get set up, to get trained, to start referring people to JobTread, to feel comfortable yourself. And then you get the discounted price of half off for JobTread for your time with us. So it's $99 per month. You get a JobTread sandbox or JobTread account, and then you can use that account to then link to other JobTread contractors, access their accounts. You'll also be set up with a referral link at that time. You'll gain access to our JobTread Pros Facebook group, and that's an exclusive group of over 3,500 JobTread users. So you can help answer their accounting questions or any questions that they put on that group to show that you know what you're talking about. And then also you get a designated customer success manager who will be your go-to point person here at JobTread. And you can ask them any questions that you need to. You can set up one-on-one meetings with them, and they will remain your point person throughout your time with JobTread. And then, of course, you'll get online training and access to our help desk, and you'll be listed in the account directory. Now, when you do sign up for that $99 per month, do be mindful that that includes the first internal user. Any additional users that you want to bring on to your organization do cost an additional $10 per month. Again, this total fee is half off what it usually is for JobTread users, and you do get those first 2 months free. Then once you do sign up for a JobTread, then you're going to go through the certification program. Now, this is an online module. It takes about 2 hours to go through it. There are videos, there are quiz questions, and just as Penny said, she shows up in plenty of those videos as well. So she's helped really build this out for us. And then within this training, you're not only going to learn all of the JobTread financial tools, you will also learn all about the QuickBooks integration, the Gusto integration, and also how to then connect your organization to other organizations that your contractors are using. And then after you get certified, we will then equip you to be added to our partner directory. And that is in the JobTread marketplace. So any of our JobTread users have access to a marketplace where they can search for any of our partners who we find credible, right? And so here in the marketplace, you will be listed with a general listing. And there are some additional options to increase your visibility in there by promoting your listing. And so you can pay a little extra and therefore you can get a premier spot on the listing. And there are several upgrades and other options for you as well. Once you get added to that partner directory, then you're going to be a JobTread partner officially. And that's when you can start earning those referral commissions by referring other contractors to JobTread. You will then get a commission off of their entire first year of their subscription, and we will just send you checks every quarter where you can then kind of counterbalance really that subscription fee. Additionally, that's when you're going to be joining the JobTread Pros Facebook group, get in contact with all of our JobTread Pros, and then you can explore how to add additional services that you offer for our JobTread users. Some of the services that we hear our users wanting a lot include just general JobTread implementation. How should I set up my cost codes in JobTread? How should I set up my books? Is there a best practice for, estimating that can truly lead into job costing that matters? How should I set up my WIP reports? Things like that. There are a lot of questions with the implementation piece. But also we get several questions about that JobTread QuickBooks integration setup initially. And so that's another great service we see many accountants and bookkeepers being interested in offering. We also see a lot of need for a JobTread Gusto integration setup, as well as ongoing bookkeeping services. So start to think about, how your services can then expand to really kind of give the JobTread users different things that they need. So that's just a basic overview of what that accounting partner program looks like. I will show you what the marketplace looks like so you can get a real quick insight into how people will find you. When our JobTread users are on their JobTread account, in their settings, which they visit quite often, they have a marketplace section. Now in the marketplace, you'll see that there are premier listings here. And then beneath the premier listings, we do have our standard directory as well. Now for the accounting and bookkeeping space, typically our contractors will filter by the accounting and bookkeeping filter here, and then they will see the premier listings as well as the directory listings. When they click on it, they'll be able to contact you directly by filling out a lead capture form. You can choose what information is showing here for them. And then you'll be able to manage your directory listing right there in your JobTread account so that you don't even have to contact us if something changes or if you need to tweak something. All right, so like I said, that's pretty much the basics of it. So I want to open it up to Q&A and let you all ask questions that you have.
Can I just chime in for a second while you guys look at the questions and compile the questions? I just want to speak to the other accountants and bookkeepers in the group or on the presentation right now and let you know that since I really got involved with JobTread, it has completely transformed my business. So if you're wondering, like, gosh, is $100 a month gonna get me any business? I can't promise that you are definitely gonna get business, of course, but I can only attest to the fact that I have gotten a lot of business from being a part of JobTread and from knowing the software. And I don't do accounting and bookkeeping in my firm currently. And I get a lot of clients asking me to refer them for accountants and bookkeepers. So you don't even have to be like a JobTread expert level who does implementations. If you do bookkeeping, accounting, even taxes, you don't even need to know JobTread 100% for taxes, but anything that you do, they have clients that are looking for it, and JobTread is growing rapidly. And I don't know at what pace, Anna. I don't know at what pace exactly, but rapidly, to the point where there's no shortage of customers for any of us. If every single one of you joined up today, I'm not worried about having clients or customers or business. It's fabulous. And I also want to say about JobTread that it's an incredible community. It is a beautiful community of sharing and supporting each other. And that really comes from the culture that JobTread has cultivated. So just a few things I want to say personally about how much I love JobTread. And I also want to say one more thing. I mean, I could say 20 more things. I'll say one more thing. They are one of the few software companies I know that base their development on user feedback. and they're not joking around about it. Like the development of the software is aggressive, it's continual, it's always improving, always getting better. And it's based on what we say, hey, we need help. Like this accountant program is a good example. Me and some other accountants said, hey, gosh, you guys should really have an accountant program. And that comes from them inquiring with us accountants and saying, asking what they need, how they can improve the software. And so that's how this whole thing came to be. So I just want to say, if you're on the fence, go for it. It's absolutely, it could change your business for sure. Anyway, on to the Q&A.
Thank you, Penny. And as Penny had mentioned, we are growing rapidly. Every day we have a plethora of customers signing up for JobTread, which are just a plethora of customer prospects for you. Really, so at this point, Travis, what are we at for customer count in JobTread?
That's a great question. Is my video showing, by the way?
It is.
See me? Okay, cool. Hey, y'all, I'm Travis, by the way, the Director of Customer Success. And thank you, Penny, for all the kind words. We really appreciate it. I think we're just over 3,000 right now, and we're kind of at a rate of 300 plus customers a month. So certainly for Anna and Mai's team, it's kind of crazy, but it's good problems. But to what Penny was saying before too, everyone we hire on our team comes from construction to some degree, and we feel that experience really lends itself to understanding your customer base. But we certainly recognize we're not accountants, and we have to act like pseudo accountants sometimes. And I think the coolest part about this program is we can just defer to y'all. This is a question for someone more qualified than myself. Please talk to Penny, talk to any of these other accountants that we have. So we are looking forward to this as well, to have a great resource, because our customers need this additional help too. So yeah, we're growing like a weed.
Okay, I did want to say one more tiny thing. A shout out to Travis, because he is my dedicated support rep, and it's not a joke. Like I will ask Travis anything and he will answer me right away. He has been the reason why I know JobTread as well as I do today. Because yes, watching the videos, that's all fine and good, but you're going to run into stuff that is just mind-boggling, and JobTread is supporting us. And that's another reason I would imagine why we have to pay a little bit of a fee. I mean, we're talking about full customer support, not, half-ass support.
Thanks, Penny. I'll Venmo you later for that. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks.
I did see someone asked in the meeting Q&A, what is JobTread? We should probably mention that real quick and get everyone on the same page. JobTread is a construction management software, and so the way that you use JobTread is throughout your entire project life cycle, from your customer leads all the way through to project completion. And so we do have a CRM in it. We also have our job management, including your estimating, your job costing, invoicing, and profitability tracking. And then in addition to that, of course, we have all project management for the jobs too, and also team management when it comes to clock in, clock out, etc. So it's kind of a one-stop shop for managing your construction company. And we're continuing to grow and continuing to add more and more features to further support that. But at the moment, yes, we can support pretty much everything that you need within the construction realm. Great.
That's good clarification. Yeah. Somebody did ask too in the Q&A. Natalie is answering the Q&A on the back end, but another question I got that was from me specifically was asked, do you need to have construction experience? And I would say that it was really helpful. There are a lot of things, accounting specifics to the construction industry. However, we all start somewhere. We all at one point got a construction client. And this is a good place to start, where you will learn how to set up and use the software for the contractor. And if you have some things that you're not really sure about, like cost codes, what are those for, or some overall information, you could always get some third-party consulting around construction accounting, or a mentor. I mentor a lot of accountants and bookkeepers who have questions about things. But I guess the long and the short of it is, we all start somewhere. And with this training, you have a leg up because you are getting some training. You're getting some training on the software.
I completely agree with that. And while we're on the topic of training, I saw that there are some questions about training even for your clients. And so I'm the director of learning and development here at JobTread, and I have the privilege of doing those live trainings and training curriculums and such for the JobTread users, including for you all. And so we have daily live trainings that we offer that are topic based for our JobTread users. We also have crash courses that are offered every month for different roles. So that would be the estimator crash course, project manager crash course, and the office administrator crash course. And then in addition to that, we do live on-site boot camps here in Dallas, Texas, and we have a conference, JobTread Connect, every year in January. And so we do equip you and your users with plenty of training and resources. That is not all on you. We just need experts in the financial side to connect all the dots, right, for the users. So yes, that should help. I also see what type of learning curve is involved in terms of time. So when learning JobTread, start with that certification program for the bookkeeper certification. And then, like I said, that's about 2 hours long. And then beyond that, I would say it's playing in the system. So within your sandbox, test things, try things, sync it up to QuickBooks, make sure that you understand how everything works, and building that confidence is all kind of more on your time, but also knowing that you can attend whatever trainings you need to or meet with your customer success manager for that additional support at any time. Any other thoughts on like the ramp up for that?
Okay, so from my personal experience, I watched a lot of videos. I had Travis holding my hand. I did a lot of testing. And honestly, it is just like a lot of us learned QuickBooks. We might have gone through the Pro Advisor certification, but how did we really learn? Boots on the ground, figuring stuff out. And I have learned a lot along the way working with clients. And of course, I'm always transparent with them, and I do fiddling around on my own time and stuff like that. But it's actually pretty straightforward and easy to use once you have the basics. And it's important that you understand the integration between JobTread and QuickBooks. And that's really where a lot of our value comes in. You were pretty much spot on, Anna, with what you said. I have a couple questions here about desktop. And so I just wanted to chime in on that real quick. So the integration, there is an integration with QuickBooks Desktop. For those of you familiar, I do believe it leverages the web connector. And for those of you familiar with that, you realize that that is very old technology. And that is the choice that most developers have with QuickBooks Desktop at this point. Most developers of software are not investing an incredible amount of time or money integrating to desktop, since Intuit has essentially told us all that they're getting rid of it at some point. So the desktop integration is not nearly as dynamic as the QuickBooks Online integration. It's probably comparable to other third-party apps that you've integrated with desktop in that it's not bidirectional. Pretty much you enter costs into JobTread and they will show up in QuickBooks Desktop. Invoices in JobTread, they show up in QuickBooks Desktop, and that's the extent of the desktop integration. For the person who's asking about, they already have QuickBooks Desktop, now they bought JobTread. Does this training help me figure that out? Yes and no, because I don't go into the desktop integration in the training because it's not a lot. It's not a lot. Almost, I encourage all of my clients to switch to QuickBooks Online. They all have. I've switched many clients from desktop to online, and they are all happy. The online integration is fantastic. It's definitely the best in the industry, in my opinion. It's the best in most software, period. It's bidirectional. Most things go both ways. There's just a couple of things that don't. And it works really well. Hope that.
So I had just shown on our website, we do have in the features section 2 pages, one for QuickBooks Desktop and one for QuickBooks Online. And it shows you the mapping of how they work with the integrations. And this is the QuickBooks Online one. And as Penny mentioned, it's much more bidirectional, and there's a lot a lot more flexibility that we have with that integration. We have our developer here, his name's Andrew, and he is our integrations developer. So Andrew, I don't know if you had more thoughts about that. Let you chime in.
About the online versus desktop. Yeah, like Penny had mentioned, the integration with desktop is just it's very old, and a lot of the technology just requires extra steps. So every time you try to add something or take something away, it causes a lot of problems, and there's just a lot of troubleshooting. One other thing I would mention is that a lot of people are unaware of all the features that online has. They've been told by their accountants that it doesn't have all the features, and it may not have all the features, but it has quite a few more and than a lot of people are aware of. So we found a lot of success with getting people who weren't even considering online at all to actually join, and like Penny said, they're happy and perhaps happier than they were before. So
Yeah, exactly. And it even provides an extra revenue stream for us because now we have that transition from QuickBooks Online or from QuickBooks Desktop to online as part of the package, part of the service that you can help people with. So someone asked about, yeah, and that's true, Andrew. People are afraid of QuickBooks Online because of what they've heard. And it's true that QuickBooks Online does not have the kind of reporting that most contractors need. But when you have JobTread, you don't need that from desktop. Like when you start working with JobTread and QuickBooks Online, QuickBooks Desktop looks absolutely antiquated, honestly. And I love desktop and I've been using it forever. You all know how big of a fan I am. I wasn't ready to let it go until I found JobTread because I couldn't be happy with any other software system. So that's why I want to chime in about.
Also see a few other questions. There was a question about, like, this may be outside the scope of the webinar, but if we sign up as a partner, do you provide promotional materials for us to share in our local markets? Thinking some business fairs. Yeah, that's a great question. So we do have a marketing kit that we are going to be launching here very soon, and we are happy to provide additional resources. If you have something in mind, our marketing team would be very interested in that. So Natalie, I'll let you continue to kind of share some thoughts about that.
Thanks, Anna. I'm busy responding to the question about the paying for a subscription. Would you mind, I'm sorry, repeating what you just asked me? Multitasking. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So, so Natalie, there was a question about, if we'll provide marketing materials for them to promote like the JobTread QuickBooks connection when they're going to like fairs or on their website or on the accountant's, social media. And I think that we are interested in growing that. Yeah.
Yeah, great question. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that. So yeah, we'll have the certification badges that you can add to your social media, your content, your website. It's a great way to broadcast to the construction world that, hey, I'm ready and I know JobTread and you can trust me. JobTread trusts me to be certified and offer these services. So yeah, I would definitely lean into that. And then, I'm the digital marketing specialist. If you sign up for the accounting partner program, I'll give you my personal phone number, email, everything. I'm here for you every step of the way and happy to help and help you experience the full benefits. And just, I want you to grow your business as well. And I want our customers to grow their businesses and improve the way they run and manage their businesses as well through your services. So I'm always happy to be of service and leverage my marketing skills along with our accounting partners as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Natalie. And Natalie has also been exploring different topics for blog posts too. And so if you have ideas for blog posts that could be beneficial for your communities, she does like to collaborate on those as well. All right, there are some questions about customers that may be moving from one system to another. And so one of them that I see is what is kind of that mix or that balance? Maybe Penny, you can help us with that. Maybe Travis too. Working with customers from the very start when they're just starting out with a new software system, or versus converting them from one system they've used before to JobTread. And what kind of things might you offer for helping them even make that switch?
Good question. I do strictly consulting and implementation, and honestly, I really get a lot of different clients. Most of the clients that I end up with at this point, and this also has to do with my positioning, it depends on how you position yourself, are those that are already usually in the middle of setting up JobTread, or they've got JobTread set up and they're having problems. Those are the people that I am usually working with. So a lot of people, just like a lot of people with QuickBooks, if you have any experience with QuickBooks consulting or anything, a lot of people go into it like, I'm going to do this myself. And then they find out, oh, shoot, this is harder than I thought. So I would say the bulk of what I done mostly so far happens to be people that are not starting from square one, but already have a certain amount of setup. And most of the clients are setting themselves up to an extent because a lot of that is on them. Like it's their cost catalog information. It's their, they have a lot of work to do in JobTread as well. We're just a small piece of the puzzle. And so, and I've also had many clients who are switching from another software. I'm losing track of what the actual question is. Am I? Someone else was asking about the time commitment as a JobTread implementer. That's anywhere between, I'd say 10 and 40 hours, depending on the client. But did I answer that question, Anna?
I'll take the second.
Travis?
Yeah. So I think half of it was transitioning from other systems. So we do get a lot of new customers, of course, moving from like Excel spreadsheets, things like that. But if you're transitioning from a Buildertrend to Co-Construct or any other system, for a free service, we will import customers, vendors, cost catalogs, and cost codes, and schedule templates as well. When you get into existing projects, that's where it becomes more of a question. Transitioning jobs and everything that comes along with it, from the budget to the documents to the daily logs, the files, things like that. That's a bit more difficult. And you can imagine that you could have 10 years of data that you want moved over. Obviously, that can't be a free service. That's not scalable. But we do have an hourly rate. It's cheap. It's 25 an hour, where we can actually just move data manually from one system to another. So it's a question for each client. Do you need to move these existing jobs over? If the answer is, I have a year-long project, I don't want to pay for this other service for a year, then we probably do, and we can transition that over at that hourly rate. But in a perfect world, it's like a clean cutoff. So stop these jobs and then start the new jobs in our system. But we can really work with any sort of setup.
Great, thank you. And I do see two questions in here. What is JobTread better than Buildertrend at, or how does JobTread compare to Buildertrend? Penny, you might have some thoughts on this, and then we can chime in.
The Buildertrend versus JobTread? Here's what I know. I have had several of my own clients who switched from Buildertrend to JobTread, and they love it much better. And people are always asking me, what are the details of that? And I honestly just can't remember because it's not my personal experience. And I've also read a whole bunch on the Facebook group about people saying, how did they find it compared to JobTread? And in fact, that Facebook group is an absolute gold mine of information, by the way. Anna, Travis, everybody, Eric, everybody's in there answering questions. So it is absolutely incredible. But so I've seen tons of people. I even had someone at the conference tell me that they were in a Buildertrend Facebook group, someone posted themselves deleting BuilderTrend and installing JobTread. That is how passionate they were about how much better JobTread was, which I thought was hilarious. But from my perspective, the number one thing is aggressive development on user-based feedback. And what I hear from BuilderTrend clients is that they are inaccessible, they don't care, they have not updated anything in ages, et cetera, et cetera. So all of the feedback that I've gotten, I think I've maybe seen one or two people say, oh, I wish JobTread did this like BuilderTrend. We're talking about, you know, individual tiny features that person happened to use, it was my impression. So it's been like 99% JobTread is so much better. Everything is great using JobTread over BuilderTrend.
And my 2 cents on that real quick. I have nothing bad to say about that product. I think it solves a lot of problems for people, but our system, I think clearly, if you just look at the website, price in itself is a big difference. $1,000 a month versus $199 to start, and $20 for the additional people. But I think more than anything, it's the product and the people. I know that's cliche, but if we were doing a live demo right now, like every page loads immediately, and that's because of our development team, of Casey, our CTO, Andrew sitting in the room as well. It's built on a Ferrari, and at this point, it's just a matter of listening to customer feedback and building based off that feedback. And then on the flip side, it's the people. As I mentioned before, we only hire people that come from construction in the customer success department. So it's certainly something that we focus on is providing the absolute best customer service. And it's easy for me to say, but of course, if you have any doubts about that, of course, Penny's a great person to ask.
I definitely agree. And you'll find that throughout all of our online reviews, they're all very genuine. We have an amazing community of JobTread users. They also care. And so when you have multiple caring people together, it just is such an awesome community. So throughout those reviews online, you'll see that most people are talking about the customer success team because they are rock stars and they want to truly invest everything we have into the users and their success. So very exciting to see Travis has led a great team. Awesome. All right, we have a couple questions about can engineers use JobTread? That's an interesting question. We do on our website have a who we serve page. You won't see engineers listed specifically. However, within JobTread, it's set up so it can be extremely customizable for many different contractors of all shapes and sizes. So as long as the work is a jobs-based business and then they navigate through job by job, there could be a good fit there. I would suggest for that contractor that you have, or that engineer that you have in mind, to go to our JobTread website, click on schedule a demo, and they can sign up for a demo right there where they can walk through the software with their one of our business development directors, and they can truly see if it'll be the right fit for them. Also, all of our JobTread users, when they first sign up for the system, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee on their monthly subscription. And so we want to make sure it's a good fit through and through. So by starting with JobTread, they can meet with the customer success manager, make sure that everything is what they expected it to be. And if not, we understand, you know, we want everybody here to be happy and we want everyone to be successful. And so we'll do what we can to make sure that works. But I would say the customizable features within JobTread can mostly work for all types of contractors. But just to be sure, I would suggest for them to sign up for a demo.
Yeah, I could definitely see this working for engineers. I work with a lot of engineers and or have over my tenure, and what I find mostly is that they're very heavily labor and time based, and their invoicing is really important. So the only thing that might not work is if you can't format the invoices the way that you want them to look to the customer, as far as like cost plus invoicing or anything like that. But as far as the project management, the costing, it actually could provide some really flexible costing, because some engineers want to cost their labor at actual cost, and some engineers like to cost their labor at billable rate. And they like to do that so that they can, you know, just because that's the way they look at their jobs a lot of times, is like, where are we at on our build rate? You'll know if you do engineers what I'm talking about. And you can set up multiple rates for each member that's recording their time, which is also kind of a big thing. So I could definitely see this being a good solution for a lot of engineers.
All right, Penny, I'm gonna ask you a question here. So, what are your favorite features that JobTread offers for when you're working with contractors? I know we have, several financial features. What are your favorite? And then I can kind of showcase those.
Okay. Well, for me, it's the QuickBooks Online integration, because I'm really looking at it from an accountant's point of view. And the QuickBooks Online integration is so amazing. And I love that you can actually enter your costs into QuickBooks Online, and the attached document will flow through right into JobTread, and it's immediate. Like, it's just automatic, bi-directional integration, and it's pretty awesome. So I love that you can actually enter your costs in QuickBooks Online, as well as entering them directly in JobTread, whichever works best for you. So that's one of my faves. The other one is the WIP report. Like, what you guys have done with the WIP report is unprecedented, especially how you can adjust the time, the hours for the labor. So with the WIP report, to explain this little thing.
Yeah. So actually, let me pop into a different organization here, one that has a bit more data. All right, so within JobTread, in the jobs section, all of these tables are completely customizable. So you can set up whatever types of live reporting that you want to for tracking. And so in here, we have a WIP report set up. And on our WIP report, you can see that you have all of your cash flow over time. And then also you can specifically choose which time frame you'd like to see by opening up that little gear icon, and it will go into your custom view settings. And you can choose when you would like your financial documents, or which financial documents you want included, as well as which time entry dates you want to include as well. So as you all know, documents and time entries move at different rates when it comes to payroll versus actual cash flow with your invoices and your bills. And so this way you can specify those dates, and then you can filter this WIP report accordingly to get a really good grasp on how the money is moving. Is that what you were thinking, Penny?
Yeah, exactly. So this is a direct result of JobTread taking accountant feedback and putting it to work. And they did it really quickly as well. And I feel like I had a hand in this, as well as I know a couple of other accountants, where we said, okay, that's great that you're going to create a WIP report, but if you don't allow us to put an ending date on the WIP report, it's pointless, right? Because we need that ending date, because we're working on March. We need to get our March over and under billing. Then we need to put that into our financials. So what else do we need to think about? Well, when we job cost labor in JobTread, it's done simply on an hour times rate basis. So let's say that my pay period ends on April 30th, but or let's say my pay period ends on April 30th, but that payroll doesn't get paid out in my accounting system until May. That means I don't want to include the time cost either on my WIP report from JobTread, because it's not going to match up to my accounting system. And I'm going to be entering this over and under billing number in my accounting system. I'm sure you all know exactly what I'm talking about. But so that way we can say, okay, well, I need to cut this off at the 15th, because all of the time after that doesn't get paid until the next month. And so that's what that little feature is for. And it's, like I said, it's absolutely unprecedented, and I'm in love with it.
Thank you, Penny. Appreciate that. So as some of you may see on the screen, we have another person joining us. So Eric Fortenberry is our founder and CEO of JobTread, and he wanted to make a point to end another meeting early so he could be here for you all. So he is happy also to answer any questions that you have, but I'm going to put Eric on the spot here. Eric, when you talk about the importance of our partnerships with accountants and why we set up this accounting partner program, I am curious to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate everyone getting together here. And, it's something that has been, something we've talked about for a good while with Penny and with several others. I think the accountant perspective is an invaluable one. at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're helping, these construction companies to set themselves up, for success. And so, one of the most important things that any, construction business can do from the very get-go is to get their books in order, and we very much want to make sure that, they have the support that they need to be able to do that. And, that's where, we felt like it was very important that we, go above and beyond and try to put together a program that will help, all of the accountants and bookkeepers out there to learn JobTread, learn the ins and the outs of it, get that certification. And then really ultimately what we want to do is be able to, provide a way for all of our customers, to connect with you and to be able to, get your help and get your services, because, there is way more supply, or way more demand than we have supply right now. And so, to the extent that we can continue to help educate, all of the bookkeepers and accountants out there, this kind of was an idea that sort of came pretty quickly, and we put it together, and, we've already had several people go through it. But, at the end of the day, like we very much, value and appreciate, your feedback, because, ultimately if this is affecting, if there's something affecting one company, well, when we work with their bookkeeper accountant, I mean, it could be affecting, 10 or 20 or however many clients you may have. And so, from that perspective, we want to make sure that we're doing the best that we possibly can to give you the tools to help you be able to better service and support more and more customers, because we are exponentially growing, and this is the thing that can make or break so many companies out there. So, we just want to help sort of be that facilitator, build that community of construction companies with, bookkeepers and accountants and people that can help them build successful businesses. And, at the end of the day, making sure that they get set up, get their cost codes in there correctly, get them mapped, to their QuickBooks products and services, getting all the integration set up. I mean, that can be, a little bit overwhelming for people, but, obviously when with all of the accountants' in-depth understanding of QuickBooks, hopefully you'll very quickly pick up JobTread too. We think that you'll be able to really help streamline this onboarding and implementation process, for everyone else. And, as Penny knows, and I'm sure many of the other people who have been working with us for a while know, like, when you all have ideas, we want to hear how we can make JobTread better, and sometimes they may be, a little bit easier to implement than others, but, we're always striving to create the best possible application we can. And that gets done by building this in collaboration with all of you. So, we look forward to working with you and having you, be able to give us that feedback and work directly with us, to hopefully help you build a very successful business with many clients that are using JobTread at the same time.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
A question did come through. I'm a CPA that does contractor financial statements for bonding. Is there a provider directory where partners can communicate with one another? So we have set up that JobTread Pros Facebook group so that all of our JobTread users can communicate with one another. And we also have a chat within that group for accounting partners. So you can join in on that chat and connect with other JobTread accounting partners. But of course, if you have ideas for other ways that you'd like to connect with other partners, please let us know. And we're always looking for opportunities to connect everyone together. Speaking of connection, Eric, I'm going to put you on the spot again. I would love for you to talk about the JobTread Connect user conference as well as another opportunity for people to come together. We really haven't talked about that much.
Yeah, well, and just real quick back on JobTread Pros. I mean, our Facebook community is really become a great place for people to, learn, information, to get help, ask questions. I mean, Penny has been tremendous at, chiming in on quite a few accounting, bookkeeping related discussions, and I would encourage everyone. I mean, that is the way that, we can help kind of give back is by continuing to build that, supportive community where we have experts, whether, they're asking building questions, or they're asking, bookkeeping questions. Like, we want to make sure that our community has the experts out there that can help everybody, keep building that. JobTread Connect is another great opportunity. We're very big on, making those face-to-face connections, building those strong relationships with our customers, with our partners. Last January was our second time doing it. This is an annual event that we put on, and the first year I think we had around 175 people came. This year we had 500 people come. We actually had to stop, selling tickets and sold out the hotel. But we're looking to take it to the next level again next year. Hoping somewhere around 750, construction companies, and then a couple hundred other, our employees and partners. But it's a great time for you to be able to come out, and sponsor the event, get a table, be able to meet, those customers and just get to know them. It just so many, people get to, get to kind of, get deals done and build those relationships just by meeting, each other at this event. And, I know, Penny has probably met, tons of people and had all sorts of people blowing her up, after the fact. But, everyone, we really value and we want to make sure that we help you kind of get connected and network with this community. And so, it's a great opportunity to come out and to do that.
I loved the
That's absolutely
JobTread Connect
amazing.
conference. It was one of my favorite. I've been to tons of accounting conferences, and it was one of my favorite conferences ever. Just the energy, the community, everybody was so happy to be there. It was a really sweet experience. And I still am getting calls and emails from clients. I met you at the JobTread Connect conference, and I'm just getting back around. And when I got back, I'm just now starting to get caught up from the amount of business that I got from that conference. So it's definitely worth your while.
Awesome. Yeah. And we're planning this year to have like a full kind of, bookkeeping track, where it'll, basically be sessions just kind of all geared towards, the accounting and bookkeeping, the QuickBooks integrations, payroll, all those types of things. So I think, again, it's an opportunity to learn, whether you're a construction company or, somebody who works with construction companies. We want to make sure that we have, sessions and content that will help everybody, improve and grow their skills.
Do you mind if I jump in for a quick point of clarification? I think the question came up regarding if I'm an accounting partner. I think, Tara, this was you. Does my JobTread client still need to pay for access? The answer is actually no. If you become an accounting partner, you essentially can add yourself, or they can add you to their organization for free. So it's no additional cost to your customer. I think there was also a question about, what responsibility that you would have to onboard your clients, and we would treat them like any other customer. So they have full access to us. They'll have a dedicated customer success manager. I kind of view you more as an advisor, and getting the QuickBooks part set up and making sure everything looks good there. But our team is still supporting them fully from our side as well.
I see James asked about plans to integrate with Xero. We do have one of our partners, DAPT, is I believe working on a Xero integration right now. As we get more requests for it, at some point we will certainly look to build that as a first class integration. But as of right now, we don't currently have that on our development roadmap. We just want to wait till enough people ask for a Xero integration before we commit to building that ourselves. But I do believe there will be a partner here soon that would be able to facilitate the integration between JobTread and Xero.
I think people might find it interesting too that you do all of your development in-house with JobTread developers, whereas a lot of software companies outsource their development overseas into various contractors, but you guys do your own development.
Yeah, I'm a very big proponent of doing everything in-house. Our entire development, design, even our sales, our marketing, our customer success, support, like our entire company is based right here in Dallas, Texas. We are all in the same office. We work together every single day. I think a lot of people think, well, why don't you grow and have, kind of at least let people do remote and yada, yada. Like there's something about having all these people together. Like that is like, just our culture and the energy that we bring to the table every single day when working with our customers, our partners. We're all right here, and that helps us to grow, as fast as we have. And, if you ever call in and ask, your customer success manager, hey, I'm having some issue, I can't figure this out. If they can't figure it out, they can literally just walk right into the developer's office. We are able to work very, very closely with, our entire team, because we are all located here. And, I think a lot of the people ask, how we are so cohesive. It's because we're all together. And, I think that's just very important for us and our culture. And I know a lot of other software companies, they outsource the integrations. And, at the end of the day, they're going to pay for a fixed project, and that's what they're going to get. And that's why features don't, get added more regularly. And that's why bugs don't get fixed when they occur. One of the guys here in the background, Andrew, he is, he is the man that has built the entire, QuickBooks Online, QuickBooks Desktop integrations. He works full time right here in office with us, as part of our team, and that's been one of our secret weapons to really continue building out, our integrations with the accounting system and with payroll and things like that.
To re-emphasize, we're still open for questions. So if anyone has any additional questions, go ahead and add them in. But I also wanted to re-emphasize where you can sign up to become an accounting partner. So I'll put the direct link right here in the webinar chat. But also, what you'll do is you're going to end up going to that jobtread.com, and then you can click on under who we serve, just search for accountants right there, or you can click that live link in your webinar chat. And then this is where you can learn more about it, but also click that apply today, and then you'll fill out that form. What that does is it puts you in our system as someone to have a meeting with. You'll schedule a meeting on Calendly. It's a quick meeting, 20 to 30 minutes, where you'll meet with Natalie here or Taylor, one of our other members of the marketing team. You'll meet with them, talk through what you're thinking for this partnership, and we'll make sure everything aligns real well. So you have the opportunity to ask questions to a direct person before committing fully. And then after that point, then we will prompt you in signing up for your JobTread subscription. So when you sign up here, you're not paying for JobTread right off the bat. You're going to meet with us. Then you can sign up for the JobTread subscription. You'll have the 2 months free, of course. And then also you'll get 50% off of the long term for the subscription.
One thing I wanted to point out, I apologize, I can't remember exactly who it was, but someone wrote in the other day and said that, hey, we're in Canada and we can't fill out the form because all of our states are, we had only listed the states in the United States. So, again, our responsiveness, we just updated the form. You now pick your country first, and then it'll, automatically display all of the correct states based on where you're located. But yeah.
I become an accounting partner. Can other providers in my city also become accounting partners? Yes. So accounting partners are just open to whoever would like to join and go through the steps to join. But as Penny mentioned, there is, or even Eric mentioned this, there's a lot more demand than we have services for at this point. And so I don't see that would become any issue having multiple accountants apply for this. Penny, I don't know if you have more thoughts on that.
Yeah, again, my thought is just there's 300 new subscribers, JobTread, every month. There is a lot of room for a JobTread specialist accountants in there. I mean, I would not worry about competition, at least at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing too that I would bring up, I mean, like what we want to do, and again, when you're talking with Taylor, with Natalie, like we're looking, to just make sure you are, a real accounting, company, have a business built out, but if there's ways that we can help you, again, better set up your business to scale, that's also in our best interest too, because the more of our customers that, can work with bookkeepers and accountants, like that is going to really help, our entire community continue to grow. We're just, again, we're exponentially growing, 300-400 customers every single month. And, that's only going to continue to grow as well. Our goal for this year was to go from 2,000 to 4,000 customers, and we're already at 3,200. So it looks like we're more likely going to end probably even over 5,000 customers this year. So there is no shortage of work, and just, whatever we can do, to help you, get set up, get learned so that you can be as efficient as possible and helping onboard more and more clients that you can then provide your services for. Everybody is gonna be able to win here.
Well, I think all the questions are wrapped up. I really appreciate everyone coming today, especially everyone on the JobTread team, but also all of the accountants that came to learn about the program. I truly love JobTread. I'm really excited about this program, and I hope y'all are too. I'm sure some of you are, and some of you are going to be signing up right away. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to more and more JobTread customers. And if you are looking for more community outside of the JobTread Facebook group, I also have a Facebook group that's called Construction Accountants Learn, Share, and Grow with Penny Lane. And of course, I talk a lot of JobTread in there. I think most of you probably came here from the group, but I did send an email to my list. So if you're not already in my Facebook group, please join. I answer a lot of questions in that group as well about JobTread from the accounting perspective. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Andrew. And thank you all for coming. Please feel free to shoot me an email if you have any questions, as well as reach out to the JobTread team.
Thank
Thanks
you,
again,
Penny.
guys. Okay, talk to you later.
Ciao. Have a good one.
Thank you.